I can say problem solved. I'm a child of the 70s. I was born in the oil crisis, so maybe they didn't use the best materials. So welcome back, friends, to a quick update on the Jim Green African Ranger 8-inch version and the breaking in. And we have some yes, sweet issues here. So let's take a sip of coffee here in my garden, make a quick video and walk you through what I discovered during my first days wearing these Jim Greens. So what happened? We had that video. I will put the video, the link down in the description, where you can see how I put leather balm and fat and oil up all the boot and put on some shoe shine to bring out this nice color, and also to make them more water resistant, moisture resistant, so the dirt doesn't come in that easy. Yeah, see, it's already dirty. Been around here in the forest, and so for the first day I just wore them at home, you know, for 1 or 2 hours. I'm not that rich guy, so my home is not that big, so I didn't get that many miles or kilometers on the boots. And I guess the rich guys have these gold cards to drive around bigger houses, but not more mileage. Yeah, okay, finished with the rich guy stuff. So just wear them at home, and then 1 week ago, yeah, it was Monday, 1 week ago, I just took them for the first outside adventure, put them on and just met with a few friends and had dinner. So I was, yeah, about 4 hours, so half an hour by car there. You know, didn't walk much there, just to the house, and, you know, sitting there, standing there, talking silly things, having fun, driving back home half an hour. And when I drove there, I noticed that oh, it's my dog Annie. I noticed that the toe box is wide but flat as a high heel. I also noticed this when I had them on at home, and when I had them on at home, come here. It's my dog. Hello. Yep. Say hello. My dog Annie enjoys all of the garden. So I also noticed that at home that the toe box is very flat. But you know, when I drove by car and I have a manual transmission, I get a cramp in my left foot because the pressure on the toes and the forefoot was extreme. And as always, when I start making an outdoor video, you know, there is a playground for children. They come here, yeah, and as a grumpy old man I can say, shouldn't they be at school now? It's 11 o'clock. So, okay, back to the Jimmy Green. So what did I do? I have these balls at home from my, of course I have balls, from my home. It's like tennis balls, but it's a softer version, and I tried to shove that in the toe box so that the pressure will, you know, expand the leather a bit. Yeah, it's yours, I know. Yeah, but that would take too long, and also it was not easy pushing them in, because this you know, surface here creates a lot of friction with the leather. So I put a plastic bag on, don't have it here anymore, put a plastic bag on and just shoved it in, and yeah, it did a bit of work, but not the whole thing. So what did I do? Had it in for 1 or 2 days, and then I went on a walk with my dear colleague here you saw in the picture. I hope you saw him in the picture, Annie. And yeah, about 1.5 hours here in the forest and near the Danube. Had tremendous, delicious blisters on my heels. And you know, because I have forgotten to put water in. Normally when I break in boots, I fill them up with water and just turn it around, yeah, dump the water out, so the water is just in there for a few seconds. It's warm water from the tap, no cooking stuff, no boiling hot water. You know, that helps to break in the boots and shoes. I do that with all the leather shoes, and it's a good experience. Some people say, okay, you have to pee in it. So sorry guys, I had to interrupt. I had to go inside because the level and variety of noise out there in my garden, you know, began to rise to another new level. And I want you to enjoy the video without too much background noise, and I also want me having fun with you, and with all that in the background you may see the dark side of me. Yes. So where I told you I normally put in hot water and just dump it out, and we don't pee in our boots because that, you know, creates some problem of its own. But I don't judge you if you are the boot pee person. But you know, the first thing we have to keep in mind with boots in this size, you at least need 4-5 big glasses of beer, you know, to get the raw material for. And that would not be a big problem. As you can see, I'm a used beer drinker, and in Austria is famous for our beers, so that wouldn't be that problem. But 4 or 5 beers and then go for a walk, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So took warm water, but I didn't take warm water, so I had blisters on my feet because I also have these humps, which is not a Jim Green thing. That's just my foot. That's how I am built. You know, back in the 70s, they took what they had. I'm a child of the 70s. I was born in the oil crisis, so maybe they didn't use the best materials. They took what they had. Okay, so. Yeah, I have this problem in many boots, not in the normal Jim Greens. So I'm talking, and now we need to fix this whole problem. The insole. This is the insole, and as you can see, it's a quite thick bit of leather and rubber. And here on the top, where we have the toes, it's about, even if you squish it, it's about, yeah, nearly 4 millimeters. And it gets even thicker here. So the first thing I threw out were these. I put them in my normal African Ranger and replaced it with these thin leather insoles, which are yeah, 1.5, not even 1.5 millimeters, because it's a thin layer of leather. So you don't get that sweaty, and gives you this nice feeling you have. And there is this very soft rubber, which is not there for give you for cushioning. It's just there to. It's a sticky leather, so that the insole doesn't wobble around, dance around in your shoes. So that made it better for the next time I took them for a walk. Reducing from about 4 millimeters to nearly 1 millimeters helped a lot. And again, it's just my toes. Maybe you don't have the problem, but if you have the problem, you can squish in these dog play balls you get. So but I wasn't very happy with the result. It took too long. So I remember I have these shoe spanner, we call them at home, these shoe stretchers where you put in your shoe and then stretch them. The nice thing is you can also adjust the length of it by turning this in like a screw or out, however you like. So I got the effect of what I also did with all the big boots and military boots, except my, you already know it's special, my special Harry Potter leather magical miracle cowboy boots, which grow with me, which growed with me. But in most of the other boots I had to put in these, not only to keep them in form, because by adjusting the length, you can stretch out the heel section, which I hope you can see here. Yeah, so we have this little hump here. Maybe you can see it also on this one. Normally it's quite straight, and now we have this little hump here, which helps me with my heel hump. Hagelundferse, they call it in Austria. Yeah, it comes from not stretching your tendons and calves and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I have it since many years. So I put those in, but because I also needed, you see the toe boxes, or the toe section is very flat. This is where magical engineering comes in. It's good that we learn the real job. Yeah. So I cut one of these dog balls in half. Here you can see the magic plastic bag I put on to get it in easily. So I cut these balls in half and just nailed them down so they don't get loose by putting them in. And you see now the toe section is higher, and that created a lot of tension here on the heel part, but also enough tension on the toe box. As you can see, the toe box is quite high. I applied a lot of leather oil so that it softens up and the leather can, you know, stretch out and give my toes enough space, or the space I needed. And yeah, went shopping in the morning to the grocery store. Was, yeah, one and a half hour in the shoes, and also driving with my car with this flat insole. So I can say problem solved. Yep, it's still not very comfy and spacious, but it's a huge improvement. It's so much better now. It feels so much better now. So yeah, that was a quick fix for the Jim Green high heels toe box. I also saw a few comments in other videos where people had that problem, even with the normal Ranger, the 4.5 inch version. So yeah, maybe Jim Green, think of it. maybe the rest of the world outside of South Africa have other toes, strange toes. Maybe we have these, like office toes. Yeah, maybe that's the reason. But there is a fix for it. Can't see anything on the leather outside. Also here with this still. The stretcher is still in. So yeah, if you have that kind of problem, get a pair of those. You can buy them on Amazon, and you can just, yeah, take a plastic bag and put it in. Yeah, and so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope there were some ideas that helps you if you have the same problem, or I'm interested in how you deal with it, or if you have these problems also. And yeah, the real question now is, as I talked about it, I'm really sold for a beer now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I will enjoy a beer now. And yeah, if you're up to it, enjoy also a beer. So okay, yeah, that was my Jim Green flat toe box fix. Thank you for watching. Thank you for writing your comments, so we can stay in touch with each other and share our opinions and knowledge and whatever. And yeah, maybe you also have a video on this topic, so it would be nice for me to watch and listen and learn. So until next time, have a good time. Bye.